Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? You're Point Mountain, and in this video, we are going to be going over building a budget defense only using 250K. If you guys seen yesterday's video, we went over building a budget offense, and we only used 250K. So we're essentially building an entire offense and defense with only 250K without using any of the free players that you get from utilizing the season pass, the comp pass, the anything that you get out of that, because you can end up earning a ton of rewards from those kinds of things. Now today we're simply just going to be going over defense, 250K. So if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, like the video. If you guys like this, let me know down in the comment section if you guys have a different budget that I should go with. If you guys want gameplay on this, I do have somewhat of an editor now. So if you guys want that, let me know down in the comment section, and I'll try to build this offense myself after the tournament and drop a little bit of gameplay video on with using a team like this. Now, defense. Again, same exact situation. We're going to utilize pretty much 12 different players. It depends on what offense we want to run. And if I am utilizing a budget defense, I'm probably running nickel normal probably, which means I'm going to have 4 safeties, 3 cornerbacks, and the rest of a D-line. So for these guys here, the middle linebackers, the outside linebackers and stuff, we're pretty much not going to really worry about them too much unless we're going over somebody who might need to have some kind of an ability. So even right now, I currently have a free player on I have a very stacked team, and I'm currently using the Tony Saragusa card, which is a free card. I probably could find it here just to showcase, this card right here. I think he's a stud. He gets really good discounted abilities, and you get him by doing the all Madden solo. So, but I'm not including any of that. We're just going to go over this once again with the defense. So let's start with our free safety. Our safeties are going to be probably the most important position because we want fast guys here. And same exact budget as last video. We're going to go with the fastest safeties that we can find. Nice little voice crack there. Shout out to puberty. Damn near 30 years old, and my voice still cracks. Now, as you can see, we don't have very many options with speed at the free safety position. The best might be that Ed Reed right there, and we can get that Ed Reed for a budget of 11K. So Ed Reed, boom, that's going to be our starting free safety. And yes, if you power him up fully, that Ed Reed is actually a strong safety in Madden, and he goes towards that right side. So let's go ahead and go to the other safety position. And let's go ahead and get the same budget here. And remember, we also have to look out for a few people that could potentially be a little bit faster that we can utilize on that opposite end. And in this situation, we might end up having to keep up. Oh, new Darren Woodson, 9K, another budget beast right there. 88 speed. That's perfectly fine for having those guys on the outside there. So remember, we're building this defense to mainly run nickel normal. And if you guys want to run this, you guys can also switch to the nickel 3-3-5. That'll work as well with the setup that we're going to be doing here today. And then I think this right here is probably going to be the most important. So for these guys, we're going to go 30K. All 3 players, we're going to go up to 30K, and we're pretty much going to find the fastest players that we can possibly find, because that's essentially what we're doing with these setups. We're essentially looking for the fastest players so that we can end up running our defense properly. So again, we got Avante Maddox, we got this Night Train Lane, 88 speed, 89. Now, another way that you guys can actually look for these players, if you guys want to find players at that same kind of budget, is you simply go here, you right click the Madden 23 players, boom, and we go to cornerback. And we're going to custom sort, and we're going to go ahead and sort it by speed, and we're going to go ahead and price. We're going to go up to here, and we're going to go 30K price. So the fastest guy for the price, Fabian Morrow, and then Marcus Jones. So we're pretty much going to snag these 3 guys here. And as you can see, we got an 1,800 coin Zion McCullum, who's going to be an absolute budget beast for any team that we are playing with, especially if you're blitzing your corner. But obviously, if we're putting these guys in any type of zones or any type of man coverage, you're going to need to have these guys, on the team. So Fabian Morrow, Marcus Jones, and Avante Maddox, those are going to be our 3 cornerbacks, because, it doesn't get any better than that, 91 speed for one of them. Back to the lineup. Avante, and the last one was Marcus Jones, and that's going to be our number 2. So Marcus Jones. So now we have our 3 cornerbacks. Now let's go ahead and make sure that we didn't miss a cheap safety that could have potentially been on the board. So we're going to go ahead free safety and strong safety, and we're going to change this. We got Richie Grant, 89 speed safety. So we can have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so these guys are all safeties here. We got a Cordarrelle Patterson. We already got Ed Reed. We got Darren Woodson. So let's get Richie Grant on the team. And this guy's going to end up being pretty much back here. So we're going to put Richie Grant because we're also going to need two users for this. And yes, we're substituting these safeties into the linebacker position so we can actually have a lot more speed on the field. And we are up to 348K. This cannot exceed 500K here because it's also taking the offense that we built from yesterday's video, and we're pretty much going to have this entire offense and defensive situation going. So we got Darren Woodson, and now our outside linebackers. Now, again, you can utilize these outside linebackers, and I'm actually putting this here. You can utilize these outside linebackers here and end up getting budget guys here that can also play on the D-line. So right now, I'm definitely going to snag this Michael Parsons, and then same thing on this outside linebacker. If there's a good enough player like a old LT, that's somebody that we can utilize there. So Michael Parsons, Bud Dupree, Seth Joyner. Bud Dupree is actually is a faster guy. Anthony Barr has no pass rush moves, so we don't really want him. Actually, he's actually not that bad. I mean, compared to Michael Parsons, who's got 90 power move and 69 finesse, Anthony Barr's got 85 finesse and 81 power move. But as you can see, these other guys are very, very bad when it comes to actually pass rushing the quarterback. So it looks like this might be a situation where we might be better off going to the right end. Let's go ahead and spend that 20K here. We got Leonard Williams, very slow ends. We got Nick Bosa. Again, these guys are extremely slow, and at this point in the game, again, we're only looking for the fastest players possible that have certain abilities and traits that you guys can actually utilize. So again, right end is a no-go. We're simply going to end up going over here. 20K there, and we got Greg Rousseau. Jadeveon Clowney. Now, for some reason, Jadeveon Clowney always gets some of the best sheds in the game, which means that man is on the team. So now we also need 2 defensive tackles. And again, if you cannot afford one, there are always cheap options in the game for you. And right here, this is my guy. No matter what, this is my guy, even if he was the most expensive one on this list. For some reason, Merlin Olsen plays like a demon in this game. This is probably going to be on the tier list of budget players that are going to, because any version of this player is going to ball out for you. Even the Campus Heroes version played amazing for me. So that's going to be my guy. Now, we had the other safety that we needed to add to the team. So let's just add, we got all 3 of these guys, and we're going to add CJ Gardner-Johnson. Let's add CJ here. CJ. Let's add this cheap CJ here. And now, okay, now we have 81K to fill out the rest of the team, but we already have our defense pretty much all set because we actually need another D tackle. So let's go ahead and find our second D tackle. Rock with that 20K. And again, we want somebody that could potentially have an ability maybe. These guys look like decent budget guys here. There's 86 block shed for both of them. Quinnen Williams, kind of slow, so we're gonna keep looking. You know what? Let's rock with this. Let's rock with the fridge. A big body guy that's gonna sit there in the middle of the field. Even though his stats are a little bit low, he's gonna be that big body that's gonna end up getting his hands on people simply because of his size. He's just too big of a person to avoid in the middle, and obviously he's gonna play that filler role in the defense. and pretty much this is how it's going to look. So Micah's going to be there, and this is going to be our set right here. And then our 3 cornerbacks, 1, 2, 3. Then we got Richie Grant here. And then CJ Gardner-Johnson, that's going to be in the middle linebacker position. If I could move them here, I would, but I cannot. But we still have $72K to rock with, which means that we can either rock with this team as is, or we can upgrade. And I say we upgrade. Now, Ed Reed being a legend, I'm going to leave him there. Same thing with Darren Woodson. But our user, we can go ahead and upgrade. So we're going to take Richie Grant out. And our second strong safety, we're going to go ahead and bump this up to 50K, which is going to give us a lot more options. We got Cam Chancellor, Steve Atwater. We're going to go, and we're pretty much, again, we're going to do the same thing that we did last time, and we're going to go pretty much with the best, fastest player that we possibly could. Now, for strong safety, it doesn't look like our options are that high, except for this Cam Chancellor, very, very good player. We're going to go ahead and switch to free safety and see if we can find a better option here. So we got 50K. Javon Holland, absolute beast. Again, we got that Richie Grant still there with that 89 speed. Kevin Byard, I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. He's a Titan, so I really don't care about pronouncing his name right anyways. All right. So, looks like we're going to keep Richie Grant simply because 89 speed. Again, you can't teach speed. He's 6 foot, 89 speed, and you can't beat that. But again, we still have a lot of coins left to find a solid player. So we're going to go up to 100K here, and then we're going to pick pretty much the fastest player, Rudy Ford with the 92 speed, Jesse Bates, Weapon X with the 90 speed. And we're going to go ahead and pretty much pick the tallest, fastest player that's on this list. So we're going to go ahead and probably pick, yeah, we're going to have to for this. We're going to have to pick Jesse Bates. I think Jesse Bates is probably the best bang for our buck here. Why? He's 90 speed. He keeps us under that 500K mark, and he's going to end up being, he's 6'1", and you kind of can't beat that. 6'1", 90 speed, 88 acceleration. This is going to be a user for the gods here. This is for the budget gods. While Ed Reed and Darren Woodson are going to sit there guarding the top, your user and your blitzer are going to end up being extremely fast people with Michael Parsons blitzing off of the edge. Same thing with Jadeveon Clowney. We've got Merlin Olsen and William Perry there. And then we have 3 somewhat fast cornerbacks. And if you guys want, instead of having him there, let's go ahead and budget this out a little bit more. So instead of that, let's just go with Javon Holland, because I think Javon Holland still plays fairly decent in this game, and we have 56K left, which means that we can upgrade our cornerback. So instead of that 30K, that 20K that we searched up, we can go ahead and budget these guys out and look for 30K. So again, now instead of that, okay, Fabian Morrow is probably going to be our cheapest option here, but if we can find a better option at cornerback, Patrick Peterson. Let's go Pat Pete here. Let's go Pat Pete here with that 89 speed. 89 speed Pat Pete. And let's do the same thing here. I think we have a little bit extra here, so let's go 40K here, because obviously we can keep on upgrading. And Brandon Jones is looking like the move with that 91 speed. That's exactly who we're gonna end up going with, Brandon Jones. And now our coin count, 22K left. 22K meaning what? Meaning we can upgrade. So now we can go. Patrick Peterson is 24K, so we can go about 20K more. So let's go about 44K. Is there anyone else that we can sneak in there? Does not look like it. So instead of that, let's go back to him. And instead of him, we're going to go ahead and go 60K. And then we're going to try to get one of the faster players on this side of the ball. And it doesn't look like there's anybody else that could potentially fit the bill, especially somebody, because if we're playing on all Madden, that 85 man coverage and 89 zone coverage is going to end up being the threshold that we want to look for anyways. But as you can see, he is the fastest budget card that you guys can potentially get on the team for this defense. So 89 speed potentially. 89 speed over the 81. Yes, his stats are a little bit better. But yeah, same height. You know what? I think Aeneas Williams might be it. So let's go ahead and back that up. And we are at 501K, which means that's perfectly fine. That's it. We hit the 500K mark. I think sparing 1,000 coins isn't too bad of a deal when it comes to building an entire defense that you guys can actually rock with. This is a full defense, by the way. I know some of you guys are, you guys are more traditional and you guys want to sit there and have your linebackers so you can go to 3-4 and 4-3. But when you're building a budget lineup, you have to use your resources wisely into a defense that's going to be, usable against both both passers and runners. So if you're facing a heavy runner, any nickel formation is going to do a decent job. And if you're facing a heavy passer, nickel formations are meant for that, and that's why we have the slot cornerback, and we have a very, very solid team. And if I do the averages here, we have an 86 here, we got an 88 there. This defense looks like it's around 87 to an 88 overall defense. I say 87. We have 388s, 189, 190. I'm going to say an 87 overall defense here. Very solid team, very solid budget squad, all for 500K with 0 free players, with 0 anything. Because again, if you're talking free players, we get a team captain. There's a Deion Sanders. There's that Tony Saragusa card. There's a bunch of free cards that you end up getting simply by just playing solos in Madden. So those guys will end up being able to be fit into any of these positions, especially like this D tackle. So we'd end up getting an extra 20K to our lineup if we got the Saragusa card. We'd end up getting another 60K if we got the Deion card, so we can upgrade other players utilizing those players. But this is a very, very good, I'm not going to say very, very good, but this is a good average lineup for those of you guys who are new to Madden that are low on coins. We have built a full offense and full defense for a whopping 500K in Madden 23, which some of the best players in the game, they go for that 500K. I know my team is completely stacked, and this 500K would only go towards one player. So yeah, this is a budget lineup here. Now, if you guys appreciate this video, if you guys like these videos, please let me know down in the comment section. Again, if you guys want me to run a game with a team like this, I will probably have the free players that EA gives us because I've gotten them all. Let me know down in the comment section, and I'll try my best to get one of those videos out for you guys if you guys want that. This is a 500K budget lineup. My name is Pony Montana. If you guys appreciate this video, man, leave a like, subscribe if you are new, comment down below on anything budget wise, and I'll try my best to sit there and be budget with you guys, because I know you guys would prefer seeing, someone who you guys deem like a very good player run with this squad and actually prove that it's, that you're able to win with it. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.